Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new SBC card to review today that is going to be Watkins. Now, for me personally, this is not a card I would use in the future in regards to the chemistry links that he gets, the skill moves, weak foot that he has. This is strictly going to be fodder for me, but I still want to try out the card in-game for people who want to use him for sentimental value, or maybe he actually is surprisingly good in game, right? Well, we're going to have to take a look at these types of stuff. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at a card that is 5'11" with high medium work rates, 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, with 90 stamina. So, a usable card, right? 92 acceleration with 99 sprint speed's good already. You don't necessarily need to improve it if he's going to be playing in your striker position. Base stats of 93 attacking positioning at 90, with a +5 from the marksman chemistry style. 93 finishing, 90 shot power. Obviously 65 composure. Biggest noticeable thing for this card being super, super low. Agility at 99 and balance at 89. Will compensate really well for the fact that he is 5'11". Increasing the three main dribbling stats with dribbling, ball control, and reactions is obviously going to be very, very helpful in regards to responsiveness on the ball. 65 composure may not be a huge issue. It usually is, but we're going to see what's up with that. He can win the ball in the air if you decide to cross the ball to him with 87 jumping when marks and you give him 97. But the biggest thing with this card is that he's going to have 90 stamina, right, with 90 strength, 95 strength with the marksman chemistry style. So I want to take a look at a few things with this card in regards to certain areas, because apparently he has a lean body type in game, which isn't necessarily ideal. You know, Aubameyang has a lean body type, I'm pretty sure, unless it's like one of those things where it's different, but I'm pretty sure that he does. Let me just go check really quickly. He has a high and average plus. Okay, so we're going to have to see what his body type is in game for Watkins, because that's obviously going to be very important to tell you whether or not his strength is going to be a very noticeable thing in the game, because sometimes you can have 90 strength, but if you're a skinny player in game, you get out-bodied anyways. It doesn't really matter, right? So he has speed dribble as a CPU AI, so, you know. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how we are going to line up with this card. We're going to basically just use balanced. We just finished the review for Laporte, which is why the tactics are kind of all over the place. But we're going to go ahead and use balance with Laurent Blanc, Kovacic playing in the CDM positions, with Raul playing as the cam, Felipe Anderson on one side, Bernardo Silva on the other, excuse me. And we're going to have Watkins up top, right, with the instructions of mixed, balanced, default instructions. We're not going to change anything because I want to see how he's going to move on the pitch, right? When it comes to these types of players, the hopes is that, you know, maybe he feels similar to someone like Holland, right? Because he's from the League 2. It's very hard to link him. You need icons in your squad. You need some English players in your squad. All that jazz. So, yeah, it should be very interesting to try him out. I really hope that his body type isn't actually lean in game, because that isn't going to be really ideal, in my opinion. So, yeah, let's get into a game, see how he plays.
Hello everyone and welcome. What we can't complain about today is the weather. Absolutely perfect playing conditions.
I mean, I'll tell you this right now, off the ball movement-wise, defending with him is really nice. So I hope that translates well to his attacking when I'm actually dribbling with him, because it actually feels pretty solid. Yeah, he feels pretty decent in that. Yeah, his dribbling with his height's pretty solid. He kind of does somewhat look like a lean body type in game, which is not necessarily bad with him. Let's see if he runs instantly. That's nice. Ball roll finesse shot. Nice. I mean, in that situation right there with the balance instructions, he definitely went into the empty space quickly, so pretty decent with that. 93 attacking positioning with the high medium work rates seems alright so far with it. Defensively, like I said, you can see that he actually accelerates into the play quickly, which I like a lot. It's very, very important for my players to feel like that in general. So noticeable feature with him for sure. How do you play off my dribble here? He stops, goes into the area. How fast do you transition back? Not too bad, actually. Little touch. Heel to heel. Heel to heel is a tiny bit sluggish. Tiny bit sluggish. But it's good enough for him to get past it. The angles were a little bit too close right there. But usable, you know, usable. Not fast, but pretty usable in regards to that. His left stick dribbling, considering the height that he has, is not that bad. It's obviously not like super responsive, but it's super usable for sure. I like his positioning on balance instructions. Doesn't feel like I would change anything in regards to that. I like how he runs into certain spaces. Like, that one actually forced a run with him, but he once he catches his acceleration and sprint speed, you know, while he's running, he's pretty fast, in all fairness. I think it's actually beneficial that he has the lean body type because his dribbling actually feels more responsive because of it, if that makes any sense. If he was a little bit more stockish, I think the agility and balance would be affected a little more, but feels like he's moving pretty nicely. Is he going to score that? Oh, wow. How fast do you go back into position and utilize space? Does he go to the side here? Yeah, transitions to the side. How fast do you go back into the middle? It's not super aggressive to go back into the middle. I mean, he can play the side. His dribbling is not that bad for it. So it wouldn't be terrible with it. Little shield instantly. Okay. Little body feint. Dribble, dribble. Not too bad. Like I said, his dribbling is incredibly usable. Who was it that I reviewed yesterday that the dribbling I just wasn't feeling it at all? I think it was the Tone card. I think Tone was like, ugh, you know? But this card definitely feels a little bit more responsive than Tone, that's for sure. See? The heel-to-heel actually pops off kind of nicely. So it's usable for sure if I need to get into those positions to score those opportunities.
Watkins, Raul, and here's Felipe Anderson. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Are they going to forge ahead? The net is steering.
Yeah, his dribbling is, it's okay. It's not like nothing like too responsive, obviously, but like I said, it feels more usable than Tone's card for sure. In that situation right there, obviously not having the weak foot, because you need a 4-star weak foot for these types of dudes at the very least, is very important. But I don't know, man. It feels okay. It's not like too terrible. It's just it just sucks that it's more linear with these types of guys when they don't have the 4-star minimum, or at least the weak foot, right? Okay, plays off of my little touch right there. It's pretty nice. Not too bad. Got a fake shot angle right here. Uses physical a little bit. Gets bodied off the ball. Composure plays a little bit of a part in those situations because he does have very good physical stats. And obviously the pressure that he feels from another player kind of messes with him a little bit. He's kind of like, it's very interesting. He feels like a hybrid between like a target man and also like he feels like a target man, but he also utilizes empty space. It's like a hybrid between the two, which is actually pretty solid in all fairness. Like, I wouldn't mind that in my teams in general for sure. Like, everything is situational for him. Like, right now you can see that the way he's facing me, like, he's not really going to make those aggressive runs until maybe I do this, right? Maybe he'll utilize the side there. See, he does it a little bit. He's in the middle right here. Play off him there. He ran instantly once I did the touch there too, so yeah, it's not a special card. It's not worth 90k. I think I don't know what the rating system is like in this game, but if 90k is acceptable for a 90 rated player for SBCs, then it's good to do, obviously, but he feels pretty generic in game, in all fairness, right? Like, certain things he does well, certain things he doesn't, you know? It's one of those types of cards for sure. Alright, so the way that we normally do it, guys, is that we usually analyze the player for the first half, but let's do a little bit of more serious FIFA in the second half here and see what we can do. And we're probably going to score right away, actually. Little touch, little drag back, get that near post angle, nicely done. He positioned himself quite nicely there in the middle position, to be fair. It's good that he wasn't super aggressive in that situation. I didn't really want him to be. And he kind of like decided not to be, which is really good, obviously. It's going to be a pass there. Ooh, I thought Pope was going to put in his zone there right there.
Well, keep hold of it. Have a breather, because that first save deserves us all to look at him and clap.
Options around him.
He made a decent run right there, but the guy like physically stopped him from actually making that run. I want to see if I can get this specific angle right here, so I want to go ahead and switch to him. I might be able to do the free kick tactic here with him. He's going to do the run. We're going to pass the ball off to him. First time shot from there. Good finish. He does like a... Like, he just collects the ball under him and then just scores in the bottom left corner. Let's try a cross from here if I actually get it to him. Oh, I didn't get it to him right there. So he's not the one that goes near post if someone like Laurent Blanc is in the team. Is that him up top over there? I don't think... Oh, no, it's this guy right here. Yeah, pretty sure it is. Volley? That was Laporte, actually. I thought it was him. Not bad. Not bad. You have to take a little bit more touches over there for it to be a little bit more consistent in regards to the finish. But, yeah, shot power being decent in that situation. A little bit more power might have actually gone to the top right corner. All right, guys, so final verdict on Watkins' card is that it's a usable card. You know, it actually moves better than I thought it would, right? Just the way that he moves around the pitch is not bad at all. He kind of is a hybrid between a target man and also, like, kind of get in behind player, which is very interesting. I do think that the 65 composure really ruins the card in regards to dribbling under pressure, shooting under pressure, all that fun stuff. I think that the 3-star, 3-star maximum on this card isn't necessarily the greatest as well, and not necessarily ideal, but the stats they do give this card does actually make him incredibly usable. But if you're spending the 90k fully to get this card to use him in the game, and you're looking at a card that could potentially be overpowered, he's not going to be that guy. You guys need to explain this to me because I'm not 100% sure about this. Is 90 rating for 90k decent? Because I think Harry Kane is like 89 rated, and he's like, I think he's like 60k, but obviously when it comes to these types of SBCs, you trade in untradeable cards so that you kind of get a higher rating that helps you out with other SBCs. You guys get what I'm saying, right? Like, because I strictly see this card as SBC fodder. Like, I do it for my main account to do the review for you guys, and then, you know, later I will use them for SBC fodder because Tone is the same, right? Like, I'll probably use both of them for some sort of SBC that requires a certain rating, because they're both, I think Watkins is 90 rated and Tone is 88 rated. So very, very helpful for those SBCs if I really require that rating. But yeah, the card's usable. If you guys want to use it for sentimental value, English links, whatever it is, he's incredibly unusable. He can score really nicely as well. His finishing is actually quite consistent. It's just the 3-star, 3-star, and composure part is not necessarily ideal. I do stick by the fact that marksman is probably the best to give him just because of the nice dribbling stats that it gives him, the shooting stats it gives him, as well as the physical. People have decided to give him a marksman as well, so makes the most sense in my opinion. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review today. I'll catch you guys for maybe some more afterwards. I don't know if I'm going to take a break today. We'll see what's up. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.